I'm under a palm tree. In my head, I'm imagining this intro to be like one of them old anti-piracy ads that you used to have on DVDs. Welcome back to a new video and the start of a new series. Every month I'm going to be setting myself a new street assignment in the hopes of expanding my creativity out on the streets and improving myself as a street photographer. So this month's street task is to own the streets. Get up close and personal with people, get out of my comfort zone and try and get in people's faces. I have just become aware that this palm tree kind of looks like a hat. I have taken this assignment from the book How I Make Photographs by Joel Merowitz, one of the greats of street photography, and I think the best place to start is from some wisdom from the book. You have a right to be in public spaces, so shoot with confidence. Once you enter a public space, everyone and everything is fair game. But what if you are too shy? Yeah, right now you probably are. I was too, but I think the only thing you can do is go out and shoot. Like, there is no replacing going out and shooting and what that does for your confidence out on the streets. Just go out and expose yourself to some uncomfortable situations, and yeah, within a month you'll find yourself a lot more confident. So easy just to sit back and watch videos and feel like you're improving, but without actually taking any action, you're not really doing anything. Just get out and shoot, and then little by little you'll find yourself a little bit more confident. Don't be afraid to pull up a camera. Worst comes to worst, nothing happens. Nothing ever happens. No one ever says anything. Everyone's too scared. You know that fear of confrontation that you have about pulling up your camera? People also have that about confronting you about why you took their photo. So just take the fucking photo. I know this is all well said, but sometimes it's a lot hard to bring things into practice. So here are some practical tips that I use every time I go out and shoot street. That has helped me become a little bit more confident, a little less shy. Learn to shoot with manual focus and shoot from the hip. But yeah, I think there's a massive misconception that shooting on a manual lens is really hard for street, but if anything I find it a lot easier. I've set my focus, I'm at f8, set my focus, so pretty much anything I shoot is going to be in focus or in reasonable focus. So yeah, you can kind of just like point your camera anywhere, press the shutter button, and you're probably going to be fine. And yeah, if you're shooting from the hip, you can get some really like interesting angles. Yeah, you can get some really interesting shots, interesting angles, and it's more discreet. Tip number 2 would be to shoot in busy cities or busy areas. Yeah, for me, I find it so much easier shooting in busier places. There's so much going on anyway that no one really even notices you're there. And if someone does notice you, you can kind of just flow away with the crowd. No one's going to chase after you because you maybe took their photo. Use a subtle camera. I don't mean go out and specifically buy a small camera. More gear is usually not the issue. If you are shooting with a massive camera and a telephoto lens, you are obviously going to be more noticeable on the street and cause more attention to yourself. So use a subtle camera. Okay, tip number 4, shoot silent if you can or if you want to. This is not personally something that I do. I like the reassurance that when I press the shutter button, I can hear it, I know that I've taken a photo. But sometimes you might be in a situation where you want as little attention as possible, so shooting silent might be the way forward.
And just get out of your own head. Most people are so caught up thinking about themselves that they won't even notice you. Take a deep breath and be brave, and you might get some cool photos. And for a more in-depth video of these tips, stick around for more. So what have I learned from this Monmouth Street assignment? I have learned that I like shooting a little bit wider than I thought I did. I thought I liked shooting with a 50, but looking back now, I think that was just because I was too scared to get close to people. But yeah, now I like getting closer and shooting wider. I think it's a little bit more dynamic. And I think a lot of the photos that I personally like from street photographers are shot on the wider side. But yeah, to wrap up, I think it is very good to set yourself these little challenges, put yourself in a new headspace, give yourself some new perspective. And yeah, there is no replacement for action. You can watch as many videos as you like, but you're never going to get better if you don't get out and start shooting. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Eventually you'll be more confident. Right now I'm sat under a palm tree. There's people around, but it's fine. This is uncomfortable for me, but through exposure, through doing it, it will become easier. But yeah, take some action, go take some photos. At this point in the video, most people will be like, oh, please subscribe. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you a reason to subscribe. I'm still coming up on my street photography journey, and I'm still learning every month, like a lot of you guys. This means that I know the challenges that you face at this level. Yeah, maybe that's something that some bigger content creators, maybe 10 steps ahead of me, have forgotten. But if you want to grow alongside me, then stick around, because I'm planning on making a lot more content like this. Maybe I'll see you in the next one, maybe I won't. I don't really give a fuck.